Worldwide, 35 million people have died of AIDS, and approximately 38 million people are living with HIV, including more than 1 million Americans. Here in San Diego County, on average, more than one person a day is diagnosed with HIV.
One of the major challenges in getting effective therapy to the people who still need it, that many of the people who are infected and not being adequately treated are marginalized, underserved, poor, and have problems of stigma because of race or access to health care and so on.
Since the 1980s, HIV/AIDS research at UC San Diego has been at the front line of discoveries that shape treatment standards on a global scale.
When I came to San Diego, I came as an intern from Tennessee, and when I was working in the hospital as an intern, the hospital was full of people who had HIV. Many of them dying every day. We had a death from HIV, and it was really heartbreaking. And when the medicines came out, the patients basically picked up their deathbeds and went home. And it was one of the modern miracles that I've seen in my life. That was amazing. What I didn't know at the time was that those medications, all of them, were developed, at least in some part, here in San Diego through the research of physicians and scientists who had been tackling this problem since the very beginning.
HIV drug resistance and latency, or hidden reservoirs of the virus, were discovered at UC San Diego. Both findings have had major impacts on HIV treatment standards and public health policies throughout the world.
We were involved in the initial studies to show that a combination of 3 drugs could overcome the problem of drug resistance. And the studies that we helped lead and participate in resulted in combination antiretroviral therapy, which now can completely suppress the virus. And now these drugs have been combined into a single pill so that one pill once a day can effectively manage HIV infection.
The San Diego Center for AIDS Research was established in 1994 as one of the NIH-funded centers for AIDS research. The San Diego CFAR now includes many partners, local research institutions that share our goal to eliminate HIV and ensure all persons receive the testing and care they need. We are among the highest funded of all the centers for AIDS research. Our members earn nearly $80 million in NIH-funded HIV grants per year.
Being a part of the CFAR allows for cross-collaboration, not only within our CFAR, but across CFARs in the US. And this means that we're able to make a bigger impact in the field of HIV prevention and treatment across the United States.
Southern California includes 5 counties that are considered HIV hotspots because of the high number of HIV diagnoses and people living with HIV. When the federal government announced the Ending the HIV Epidemic initiative early in 2019, the SD CFAR immediately began working with health departments, scientists, and community organizations in those 5 counties. Through these important collaborations, the SD CFAR is shaping the response in Southern California and taking a leading role in contributing to the nationwide goal of reducing HIV infections by 75% in 5 years and 90% in 10 years. Our service corps provide training, instrumentation, and infrastructure for scientists to run the experiments which result in discoveries that change lives around the world.
These corps provide very expertise services for researchers that belong to our center across all the different sites doing HIV research. For example, we have one corps that will provide the very best virology or the very best immunology techniques to answer the questions that are still needed to be answered to help people with HIV throughout the world.
Our developmental and international grant-making corps have really paved the way for providing young scientists with the funding they need to conduct formative research. This formative research then informs larger NIH grant proposals. And this is all conducted under the guidance of senior faculty mentors to assist in this trajectory.
Our community advisory boards ensure that everything we do has a positive impact on patients, caregivers, and the public at large. And our progress made in forging collaborative academic community partnerships addresses health disparities in the San Diego region.
These partnerships have allowed us to collectively address HIV disparities in the form of prevention and treatment. These partnerships have also been built on mutual trust, respect, and transparency.
Finally, through our international core, we are supporting foreign investigators so they can work to end the epidemic in their own communities. Exciting scientific progress in optimizing HIV care, removing health disparities, and advancing discoveries toward HIV cure and vaccine development are happening at the San Diego Center for AIDS Research. We are internationally recognized as a place that combines the art of healing with the science of medicine, translating discoveries from laboratory bench to patient bedside.
We have turned a uniformly fatal disease into a completely manageable disease.
And a lot of that has been because of the research that's been done here at San Diego Center for AIDS Research.
Despite significant advances, many challenges remain for the prevention, rapid diagnosis, and care of HIV.